puedo decir.
I can say in front of the people of Venezuela and the world, I'm President Nicolas Maduro Mora, re-elected president of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela.
With about 51% of the votes, the Venezuelan Electoral Authority has announced the victory of President Nicolas Maduro, allowing him to stay in power for another 6 years. The party of the former dictator Hugo Chavez has been in power for the last 25 years, but the results were not accepted by all.
What happened during today's polling day was a violation of all the rules, to the point that the majority of electoral registers have still not been handed over. Our message of reconciliation and peaceful change still stands. We are convinced most Venezuelans also want this. Our struggle continues, and we won't rest until the will of the people of Venezuela is respected.
The opposition has claimed that their candidate, Edmundo Gonzalez, has won the election with 70% of the vote. The election was also contested by many groups across Venezuelan society, who see it as another fraud to keep the authoritarian government in power.
I want to be in my home. I want to be in my country. This is not fair. It's not fair. I wanted a free Venezuela. This was our last hope, and they took it from us because Maduro is a dog and he won't let go of power. Let go of power and allow us to be free. Let us return home. Let us return home.
I am sad because we lost hope for a better Venezuela.
So far, most Western and Latin American nations have not accepted the results of the election and have asked for verification of the votes. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says that he's concerned that the results announced don't reflect the will or the votes of the Venezuelan people. Venezuela broke ties with Israel in 2009, with then President Hugo Chavez condemning and cursing Israel and declaring support for Palestine. If a new government is formed, a new hope for the rekindling of relations is expected.
Once Venezuela recovers the democratic track, which means Maria Corina Machado will be with her new government, after the U.S., she will immediately renew the relations with Israel. At that point, I think it will be a win-win situation. I see that Venezuela and Israel, they complement their economy, each other. Venezuela has people, has lands, has a good weather, has lots of resources. Israel has knowledge, has technology. So the combination of both is a win-win to do many things.
A new government would also mean new foreign policy. Venezuela has become a close partner of Iran and its proxies in South America, acting as a hub for terrorism in the region.
Iran in Venezuela is very dangerous, and the history has proven. Iran goes inside Venezuela, and once you are in Venezuela, you can move in all Latin America. So she has proven how difficult she is. I want to tell you one fact. A few days ago, we celebrated the 30 years of the AMIA in Buenos Aires. Okay? The director of the Mossad told me directly that the people that did in the AMIA, they left Venezuela. There's an island called Margarita. They left there and they went. So Venezuela is a gateway to all Latin America. That's very dangerous.
This is not the first time the election was contested. In 2018, opposition candidate Juan Guaido said that the elections were fraudulent and declared himself president. He was recognized by the U.S. and the European Union, but had to leave the country in fear of arrest, and he's disappeared from public life.